You could be so patient with me, so I just wanna be with you.
Got every reason to leave me, you don't hold them against me. Your mercy's new, that's just life with you. I use you for things that I'm needing, but I'm feeling so empty. I take and choose, it's your grace abuse. Now I wanna feel the weight of what you say to me, so you won't have to feel so far away from me. But you say that you never been away, and you love me just the same.
You love a sinner like me, and I'm a sinner, it's true. But that's not all that you see. You made me perfectly new. Sometimes it's hard to believe someone as perfect as you could be so patient with me.
Give me your eyes, mine are tired. Give me your thoughts and desires. I wanna walk with you, I wanna talk with you, the only one I rely on. I just want to give you all my praise. You took my past with you in that grave. Falling into your love, I'm all in. It's you I want, you always renew my mind, yeah. I'm falling into your love, I'm all in. It's you I want, you always renew my mind, yeah.
You love a sinner like me, and I'm a sinner, it's true. But that's not all that you see. You made me perfectly new. Sometimes it's hard to believe someone as perfect as you could be so patient with me. So I just wanna be with you. You love a sinner like me, and I'm a sinner, it's true. But that's not all that you see. You made me perfectly new. Sometimes it's hard to believe someone as perfect as you could be so patient with me. I just wanna be with you.
These days I'm in your love, I'm deep, I'm safe. 'Cause you're the only one, it's you I crave. You're watching over me.
I couldn't make it this far without you here, yeah. Almost lost myself, oh. Dance my way to the gates, yeah. I'ma dance my way to the gates. You know who I am, yeah. You call me a friend, oh. It's all part of your plan, yeah. My life is in your hands, oh. Yeah.
These days I'm in your love, I'm deep, I'm safe. 'Cause you're the only one, it's you I crave. You're watching over me. And so I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know that you're the one I want to. I know
ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Springhouse family and guests, welcome to the Springhouse Showcase. We are so glad that you are here. Now at this time, please give a warm welcome to Justin Bashir.
Well, I guess I'm first tonight. All right. Okay. Hey. Well, here we are. Just in case you don't know, for the past 4 years, me, have been the host, co-host, executive producer, and main star of Springhouse Presents. Spare me, okay? Springhouse Presents, in case you don't know, maybe it's your first year, maybe you're new. Springhouse Presents is a annual variety show where we showcase people's talents, skills, and abilities of ordinary, everyday folks like you who aren't on the worship team or in a play or in a band, and you get to come up here and do your songs and do your dance and your videos or whatever your talent is. And then we get an arts pastor, and all of a sudden I'm canceled. I mean, is this because I said something about beating your kids? Because I was totally playing. Like, that was not for real. I'm not sorry, but if you're going to cancel me, make it for a good reason. And then we got the showcase, and I'm just here to watch it.
Justin, man, you are not just here to watch it. You're very important. You're Justin Bashir. Listen, okay, it is true that we changed the name.
Yeah.
We changed the host.
Yeah.
But listen, we love you. You're amazing. Oh, come on. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You'll look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. You know, no full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face.
Maybe it ain't so bad. I'm gonna go to my seat now.
Justin Bashir, ladies and gentlemen. We have a great show for you tonight, friends. We have this dynamite live band. We're gonna have a blast, I'm telling you. Come on, one more. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Our first guests are here to start us off just right. We welcome to the stage Kate and Tony Partita with Jimena Lindsay with Taking My Time. Tony Partita with Jimena Lindsay. And now for one of the most precious performances you will ever see, Micaiah Bryson singing a duet with her mother, Tina Bryson.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Spring-colored ponies and chrysaple strolls, doorbells and sleigh bells and snitches with mules, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
What about that, huh? What about that? Well, good night, everybody. Isn't that fun? Listen, this next young man is very talented. He is a wonderful young little dude. Give it up for my friend, Cade Elam, singing On and On.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Nice job, Cade. Cade Elam, everybody. Now, this next act is one of the smartest, kindest, most talented young lady with a song. This song is from the hit musical Dear Evan Hansen. Welcome to the stage, Alyssa Insminger.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make a mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. Oh, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tap, tap,
Now, if you will, let's go back in time for a monologue from Marcus Lackey. It's titled, A Man Out of Time.
They named me Jesus. I don't know why. I guess my mom just liked the name, and my dad, he never really seemed to care very much. Now, there's nothing wrong with the name in itself. It's a good name, Jesus. But don't get me wrong, I'm not the Jesus. But the name wasn't that uncommon back then, and many of us were given the name by our parents. I just happened to be one of the Jesuses that lived around the same time the real Jesus was living too. In fact, we're pretty close to the same age, I think. But don't misunderstand me either. I never really knew the man or all that he believed in. But I did meet him once. You know, I think I saw him once as a child, too. I can remember the scene vividly. My father and I were passing through a small village on our way to visit some relatives, and there were a bunch of children playing on the mudbank of the stream, my age. They were all wildly flinging mud everywhere at houses and innocent passerbys, of which I happened to be one. Well, as we went past them, I heard someone yell out, Jesus. So I turned to see this tall, lanky kid throw a mud ball at someone else. Someone else. He threw it at a boy huddled on his hands and knees over a mound of clay. The boy jerked his head, looked up, and laughed at his friend's poor aim. The lanky kid turned back and chuckled and turned back to his buddies as well. But this boy turned back to concentrate on his own creation. Now, there he was, mud caked on his face, matted in his hair, all over his clothes, almost oblivious, it seemed, to the rest of them who were joyfully flinging mud everywhere with the innocence and abandonment that only children seem to possess. I can remember the contrast to that scene. It struck me then as a child and still comes to mind now. There was this other Jesus right in the midst of all that blissful chaos, yet his face remained intent on accomplishing his own purpose. Who knows? It probably wasn't even the same Jesus I'd heard so much about. But every now and then I'd hear stories or rumors about this man named Jesus, the miraculous things he had done or something profound he had said. He said a lot. He said he was the Messiah. My mother said he was of God, and, well, my father said he was of the devil. And I didn't say much of anything. After all, this man was using my name, and it wasn't hurting my reputation. In fact, quite the opposite. I mean, sure, people who knew me, they'd tease me and ask me to turn their water into wine, and we'd all laugh and chuckle at the thought. But those who didn't know me, strangers who were just passing through our town, once they heard my name, they treated me differently than the ordinary person. I became someone special, and I didn't mind playing the part, as long as they didn't find out who I really was. In fact, it came too easily. People would ask me to bless their crops or their business or heal some illness, and I didn't see any harm in turning my namesake into a little popularity for myself. I mean, after all, this man was using my name just as much as I was using his, and aren't we all willing to be identified with a cause or figure if we think it's going to boost our image in the eyes of others? Well, so was I, until I happened to meet him. It was on a hillside, and there were a multitude of people. And then one by one, they'd go up to him, and he'd bless them or touch them or just talk to them. And why not, I thought. So I casually mingled among the crowd until I saw he had a spare moment. I went up to him, and I grabbed his hand. His hand felt just like anybody else's. My name's Jesus, too. He didn't say anything. He just kept a steady gaze on me. Of course, I'm not anything like you. He slowly smiled and said, no, not on the inside. Not on the inside. But I have your name. We have the same name. He didn't say anything else. He just kept a steady gaze on me as I stumbled backwards and got myself lost in the crowd. That was the only time we ever met. But I have never forgotten it. Not on the inside. Anyway, after that, I quit blessing people's crops and told them that I wasn't the man, or at least the man they thought I was. That was several years ago. I don't know why I thought of it now. You know, I hadn't thought about that until about 6 months ago. I saw him again on the hillside. Only this time, he wasn't preaching or teaching or healing. He was dying. I don't know. I guess things just went bad for him. You see, I never listened to the rumors or the neighborhood gossip, although I do understand a few people gave up everything just to be with him. Wonder what they're doing now. Anyway, it was a bad one. You see, it wasn't your typical crucifixion. People were pushing and shoving on all sides just to get closer to this man, just to watch him stumble up a hill with his death tree. They were throwing sand in his face and grinding gravel into the raw muscles of his back where he'd been whipped. And as he went by me, I saw his face. His eyes were swollen shut, and his cheeks were puffed out where he'd been slapped so many times. His hair and his beard, they were literally hanging in strands where people would run by and jerked and yanked on them until they ripped them from the flesh by the roots. And then as they nailed flesh to wood, mothers huddled their children around them and turned their faces inwards. I watched as they raised the tree, and I winced as his hands tore when the soldiers dropped the cross into the hole that they dug to brace it up. And yet, as I stared up at his face, I couldn't help but see a child toiling over a mound of mud. Well, there was no longer mud caked on his face, but there he was, right in the middle of a mob that was jeering, spitting, and cursing his name into oblivion, yet his face remained intent on accomplishing his own purpose. I didn't stay around any longer. I imagine he died rather slowly, but I didn't care to watch. I'd seen enough. I don't know why I keep thinking about that. You know, I hadn't until a couple of weeks ago. I was going through town, this time to get some fresh water. And all of a sudden, behind me, I heard someone yell out, "Jesus, Jesus!" Well, instinctively, I turned to see this small boy running my way. And the moment my eyes met his, he suddenly stopped. He stared up at me. He looked terribly confused and bewildered. "Are you Jesus?" For a moment, I thought I felt the gaze of a man on a hill full of power and love. And I had to say no. Oh, I'm not Jesus. Not on the inside. For some reason, that question haunts me. But I'll get over this feeling. I always do.
Thank you, Marcus. Marcus Lackey. Now, these next performers need no introduction, but I will give it anyway. Springhouse's own Chelsea Smith and my dear Tisha Severe.
As I lay me down, heaven hear me now. I'm lost without a cause, after giving him my all. When disturbs have come, and they've darkened my sun, after all that I've been through, who on earth can I turn to? I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, and you I can't be strong. I look to you. I look to you. To lose my breath, there's no more fighting left, sinking to rise no more, searching for that open door, and every road I've taken led to my regret.
Kelsey Smith and Tisha Severe. You are in for a treat with these next performers. Now, here's an older tune, but it's a good one. I love it. Give a warm welcome to our Family Life pastor, Alan, and his wife, the lovely Renee Smith.
He left the splendor of heaven, knowing his destiny was the lonely hill of Golgotha, there to lay down his life for me. If that isn't love, the ocean is dry. There are no stars in the sky, and the sparrow can't fly. If that isn't love, then heaven's a myth. There's no feeling like this. If that isn't love, even in death he remembered the thief hanging by his side. He spoke with love and compassion. Then he took him to paradise. If that isn't love, the ocean is dry. There are no stars in the sky, and the sparrow can fly. If that isn't love, then heaven's a myth. There's no feeling like this. If that isn't love.
Wow. Pastor Alan Smith and the lovely Renee Smith. Now, this young lady has a beautiful voice. Please welcome to the stage the wonderfully talented Gianna Muniz.
I don't wanna be your
feel the storm. I don't wanna feel the storm. Peace, be still. Say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. I'm not gonna be afraid, 'cause these waves are only waves. I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm not gonna be afraid. And I'm not gonna feel the storm. You are greater than its roar. I'm not gonna feel the storm. No, I'm not gonna fear at all. Peace, be still. Say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Oh, peace, be still. Say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, be still. Say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, peace, all the Rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me.
Gianna Muniz. Wonderful, wonderful. Woo. Now listen, our electric guitar player from the back line, he's going to be moving on down center stage to share with us an original tune. Now this is neat right here. Please give a hearty Springhouse applause for Robert Major, a.k.a. Lil Rob.
Good evening.
There's nothing quite like being home, 'cause all the people that you know live right around the block from the house you grew up in. And you can drive these country roads with your eyes closed. Just come back home. There's no one quite like your old friends, 'cause they know everything you did. Like back in middle school, when you thought it'd be cool to wear zip-off jeans.
It wasn't cool, by the way.
They might not let you live it down, but they'll always be around when you come home. When you feel like you're so misunderstood, when the mailman doesn't ask if you've been good, you know there's always one place that you can go, 'cause you'll never beat the feeling of coming home. You'll never beat the feeling of coming home. There's no place quite like your old house. So many stories in those walls. No matter who moves in, it will carry a piece of your heart. You never get a second try to go back and experience life back then. So soak it in. Sometimes it's hard to accept you've grown up and admit that part of life is all lived up. But you can come back and feel like once again you're young, 'cause there's something special about when you come back home. You'll never beat the feeling of coming home. There's nothing quite like coming home. New places come and old ones go. Might not feel the same, but part of your brain knows. Things might look a little different now, but deep inside you know somehow you're home. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Yes, you've got a friend in me.
Take it away, Michael.
Robert Major! With a nice little feature there at the end by Michael Frazier. At this time, we have a very important service announcement. You can see me after. Now, this next performer is going places. And that's figuratively and literally going places. This young lady's amazing. Please welcome the talented Becca Eberly.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. There's a voice inside of my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the the struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. It's the There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, keep your faith. Keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, keep your faith.
Becca Eberly. Now, this next vocalist is, as I understand it, a karaoke superstar. She's also a member of the worship team as well. Give it up for our own Kate Laughlin.
to breathe easier for a while, but breathing gets harder. Even I know that. Made room for me, but it's too soon to see if I'm happy in your hands. I'm unusually hard to hold on to. Blank stares and blank pages, no easy way to say this. You mean well, but you made this hard on me. I'm not gonna write you a love song, 'cause you asked for it, 'cause you need one. You see, I'm not gonna write you a love song, 'cause you tell me it's make or break in this. If you're on your way, I'm not gonna write you to stay. If all you have is leaving, I'ma need a better reason to write you a love song today. Today, yeah. And I learned the hard way that they all say things you wanna hear. And my heavy heart sinks deep down under you. When your twisted words, your help just hurts. You are not what I thought you were. A hello to high and dry. Convinced me to please you, made me think that I need this too. I'm trying to let you hear me as I am. I'm not gonna write you a love song, 'cause you asked for it, 'cause you need one. You see, I'm not gonna write you a love song, 'cause you tell me it's make or break in this. If you're on your way, I'm not gonna write you to stay. If all you have is leaving, I'ma need a better reason to write you a love song today. Promise me that you'll leave the light on to help me see, with daylight my guide gone. 'Cause I believe there's a way you can love me, because I say I won't write you a love song, 'cause you asked for it, 'cause you need one. You see, I'm not gonna write you a love song, 'cause you tell me it's make or break in this. And that's why you wanted a love song, 'cause you asked for it, 'cause you needed one. You see, I'm not gonna write you a love song, 'cause you tell me it's make or break in this. If you're on your way, I'm not gonna write you to stay. If your heart is nowhere in it, I don't want it for a minute, babe. I'd walk the 7 seas if I believe that there's a reason to write you a love song today. Today, yeah.
Kate Laughlin. Woo! Now, for our next performer, this young lady is incredibly talented. And whatever it is, she's got it. Thank you, Pastor Allen. Would you give a round of applause for the offspring of our lead pastors, Hadassah O'Day?
Are you past the point of weary? Is your burden weighing heavy? Is it all too much to carry? Let me tell you about my Jesus. Do you feel that empty feeling? And it's still you about my Jesus. Oh, He makes a way when there ain't no way. Rises up from an empty grave. Ain't no sinner that He can save. Let me tell you about my Jesus. His love is strong and His grace is free. And the good news is I know that He can do for you what He's done for me. Let me tell you about my Jesus. And let my Jesus change your life. Hallelujah. 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 Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And let my Jesus change your life.
Hadassah O'Day! Thank you so much, Hadassah. You know, the performers and the band and the crew in this side room right over here, before we started, we prayed and we asked the Lord to bless this evening. We asked the Lord to give us the strength to give back to Him, to the glory of God, the gifts that He's already given us. And what an example that was. And, well, this is something special for me. Singing one of the great songs of the 20th century. Please welcome my oldest son in his solo debut, Liam Sevier.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get
Yeah. Wow, proud dad moment right there. Now, our final performance of the evening is by one of the most talented performers I have ever known, and that is not hyperbole. Tonight, he is reprising one of the greatest tunes in musical theater history. Our pastor emeritus, Ronnie Meek, performing The Impossible Dream.
Impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
We hope you've enjoyed this evening. I want to take a moment and introduce the band. All right, on drums, the metronome himself, Logan Scarborough. On bass, my old friend and one of the best in the business, Doug Bright. On electric guitar, multi-instrumentalist, Robert Major. On acoustic and electric guitar, your own worship pastor, Jonathan Grisham. And the amazing band leader for tonight, Michael Frazier. At this time, I welcome our pastor, Kevin O'Day, to the stage.
Guys, give it up to our MC, Will Severe. I'll just stay right here in this light. Guys, let's pray. Father, we thank you for tonight. We thank you for the blessing of creativity and just talent. And I thank you for all the people who made tonight possible. We love you, Lord. Thank you for joy and laughter. In Jesus' name, amen. Be blessed, Springhouse.
Haven't found anything that comes close to your love. Oh, I keep on chasing after you. This love gotta keep it around. This love gotta keep it around. Ay. This love gotta keep it around. This love keep it around. Yeah, I'll never be the same. I am nothing without you. Oh.